Today I'm thinking about the joy of suffering. There is this Buddhist monk, Pema Chodron, a white woman who is converted to being a monkess. And she gave this lecture once that I listened to on tape. She talked about being grateful for suffering so that others don't have to. So you say something like, I'm grateful for the suffering so that others do not have to. And I've long wondered what that meant. And in some ways, I still do wonder what that means. But one of the things I do think about is, a lot of suffering sucks because we can't control it and it just happens to us. But there are some suffering, like jumping in the water. It is that water that we get to choose. And there is something about learning to endure suffering and discomfort that makes other suffering more bearable in the future. And so the joy of selective suffering, of like suffering that I deliberately put myself through, and therefore maybe in the future being able to endure certain degrees of suffering so that it doesn't bounce from me and I'm having a crappy day and I put that on someone else. So maybe there's something like the gratitude of learning to suffer so it doesn't get passed on to someone else. I'm sure there's more to it. Still learning.